Smith's second free throw up and good as well. So it's a 7-point game. Terrence Williams, the second, checks in for Brandon Johns Jr., the 79th overall rated prospect in ESPN's top 100. Terrence Williams, the second, seeing some action tonight with Isaiah Livers out as they find Seth Towns, and they break the press once again, does Ohio State. C.J. Walker with it on the near side. 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Buckeyes leading by 7. Suing with it on the near side, picked up by Williams. Now E.J. Liddell picked up by Dickinson, top of the key, hands it off for Washington. Washington has Dickinson on him. A mismatch with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He gets in the lane, right hand, right side again, and that one just too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Michigan. Here comes Smith up the far side. Smith crosses over through his legs, now motions near side, back far side, kicks it out for Shawnee Brown. Now he finds Smith again. He's picked up by Walker at the top of the key. He uses a screen from Dickinson. Now looking for his big man Dickinson. No, he crosses over near side, floats it up in the lane. That one long rebound Suing. And now fouled by Terrence Williams. The second is Justice Suing. So some free throws upcoming for Ohio State.
And Coach Holtman loved that defensive possession. He was throwing his hands up. He was screaming. He was excited. That was excellent defense by the Buckeyes, forcing Michigan to have to work their entire possession. Couldn't get it down in to Hunter Dickinson despite the mismatch, and it just led to nothing coming out of it. And Ohio State there getting the opportunities now to shoot the double bonus on the way out. And Justice Suing, though he hasn't hit a free throw today, well, he's got to come up huge with these if Ohio State's going to want to pull this one out.
And it looks like Terrence Williams II fouled him intentionally, so wonder if Michigan just trying to get in the head of Justice Suing a little bit, but he knocks down the first free throw. So his first made free throw of the day. He's 1 of 4 from the charity stripe now, 68-60. Ohio State leading Michigan with 1:55 to go in this second half. Suing with a couple of dribbles, now fires his second free throw, and that one no good. A tough day from the charity stripe for Justice Suing. Smith coming the other way. Score remains 68-60, Michigan with the basketball. Terrence Williams II, motions far side, now Dickinson. Far side block, goes up with the left. That one off the front iron, no good. Rebound Dickinson, he floats it up again, and he got it that time. Can't give Hunter Dickinson many second chance opportunities, and here comes Michigan, just a 6-point game with 1:38 to go in this second half. Buckeyes leading at 68-62, and another timeout on the floor here in Indianapolis. So we'll take a quick break here on Scarlet and Gray Sports Radio. You're listening to Ohio State men's basketball. 68-62, and Michigan making things interesting here. Ohio State with a double-digit lead for a good portion of this second half, but the Wolverines making some moves with 1:38 left to go. And Ohio State will have Justice Suing, C.J. Walker, Seth Towns, E.J. Liddell, and Dwayne Washington out there. And Michigan going to bring the press again. Shawnee Brown Jr., Terrence Williams II, Mike Smith, Hunter Dickinson, and Eli Brooks out there for the Wolverines. Suing receives the basketball, will inbound. He's looking for his point guard. C.J. Walker now finds his safety, E.J. Liddell, who comes sprinting from half court. And Liddell working on Dickinson. Had it taken away by the center for Michigan. Dickinson now a hop step, and he goes up with the left. What a play by the center for the Wolverines. A steal and a finish.
That just reminds me a little bit of what happened in the last game with Justice Suing, just throwing the basketball away. We can't get Ohio State can't get careless like that. It's just a play that you can't make at this point in the game.
7th turnover of the afternoon for Ohio State. Michigan still only has 2 turnovers. Washington with an near side, picked up by Brooks. He finds E.J. Liddell at the charity stripe. He's working on Dickinson. Liddell goes up, and he lost the basketball. 8th turnover of the afternoon, and the momentum going all towards Michigan right now. Another turnover for Ohio State. Max, it's never easy for Ohio State, is it?
No, they always have to make this a game. It's just how Ohio State is. They had a double-digit lead in the last game against Minnesota, double-digit lead against Purdue, double-digit lead against Michigan, and every single game coming down to the wire. 68-64, a minute to go. There's still a lot of basketball game here. Michigan having a lot of the momentum. Hunter Dickinson has been making play after play after play for the Wolverines to keep them in this game, and Ohio State just throwing the basketball away there. E.J. Liddell can't tell people to clear out. He's not a guard. He shouldn't be acting like one, and there he tries to get a little too fancy with the basketball, and instead it ends up with 2 easy points for Michigan. Could have easily been an and one. I almost thought it was a foul from this angle, and it's just a 4-point game. Ohio State can't be careless like that, and Michigan's taking advantage of that. To their credit, they are playing this all the way to the end. There's still a minute to go. It's been 39 minutes, not 40. And Juwan Howard, I know over on that side, is telling Michigan, you know, we can beat these guys. It's not that long off. We're only down 4. It's just 2 shots. And that's the mentality they got to have. And after the replay, they're going to get the ball back. Another turnover by Ohio State. So Michigan's going to have these opportunities. Ohio State's got to make sure if they want to win this game, they got to deflect them all.
Michigan has made 5 of their last 7 field goals, and they have the basketball. And Mike Smith hasn't touched it yet as he rolls the ball out to half court, now picks it up, so no time elapsed there as Smith was bringing up the basketball. 58 seconds now as Brooks has it, swings it over to Smith on the far side. He drives baseline, kicks it out near side for Williams. Now over to Brown Jr. He fires a 3 from the top of the key. He got it. Shawnee Brown Jr. has had a quiet afternoon, but comes up big when Michigan needs him the most. It's 68-67, and Chris Holtmann has to call a timeout with 46.8 seconds left.
Wow. See, this every game in this tournament, it almost feels like Ohio State gets all this momentum going. They're playing well, they're playing great, and then down the stretch, they just start to crumble a little bit. And I know Coach Holtmann is going to be asked these questions at the post-game conference again. Every single one. Ohio State in this tournament, they've won the first 2 games. They've gotten close, but they haven't played a team nearly to the caliber of Michigan, and Michigan's never out of it. Ohio State only up 1 now with 47 seconds to go. You know Michigan's going to press Ohio State, and E.J. Liddell can't make that careless play. That's a huge turnover. That's a huge turnover in this game, and right now it's getting tight. 1-point game now.
Michigan on an 11-1 run over the last 2 minutes and 14 seconds, a 7-0 run over the last 53 seconds. And Ohio State, Michigan, it's going to be an interesting finish here in Indianapolis. Buckeyes have 1 timeout left, so does Michigan. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way with 46.8 seconds left. And if you're Chris Holtmann, Max, what are you telling your team right now?
Patience. Be patient. We can't, when Ohio State speeds up, that's when they get turnover prone. And Ohio State in this game has been very patient. Michigan has been speeding them up in this last part of the game, and Ohio State's now turning the ball over. Ohio State's got the lead. They have to be patient. And on this possession, they need to get to the stripe, or they need 2 points, 3 points, something. Because right now, it's 1-point game. It's a 1-possession game. Ohio State's got to break down this press, be patient with it, and Ohio State in this game cannot make careless mistakes down the stretch. Michigan is going to come out in some form of a press. Their press this half has been incredibly effective. And Juwan Howard, I'm sure, is going to make an adjustment to change to some sort of man-to-man press coming out of this break, because that's the one that seems to have given Ohio State a lot of trouble in the last couple games.
And a lot of teams have noticed Ohio State's inability to handle pressure in the backcourt on the press. And the Michigan fans are on their feet here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Washington receives the pass on the far side, and he will bring it up. Just a soft press from Michigan as Eli Brooks drops back. Washington still with it, gives it up to C.J. Walker. Walker gives it up to Towns, now back to Washington, near side, picked up by Brooks. Walker, top of the key, receives the screen from Liddell, motions back near side now. He goes with the right, drives baseline, and they'll say he stepped out of bounds.
That one was really close, but now Michigan's going to get that shot. This is a huge moment for Ohio State. C.J. Walker's got to be more careful. Ohio State down the stretch, just getting careless with the basketball, and now they're going to have to rely on their defense. They're going to want to pull this one out.
9th turnover of the afternoon for Ohio State, and it comes in an untimely situation as Michigan with the ball down by 1. 20 seconds on the clock. No shot clock for the Wolverines, and an opportunity to win it and go to the Big Ten title. Mike Smith with it. 11 on the clock, now 10 just dribbling, setting up his offense, and here comes Michigan. Dickinson sets a screen for Smith. He motions far side, 5 seconds. He's working on Liddell, gets in the lane, fires a 3 from the top of the key, no good. Rebound to Liddell, and it's over. Ohio State has defeated Michigan, and they're going to the Big Ten title.
Wow, what a finish, what a defensive stop by the Buckeyes, and Ohio State coming away with the win. They will be in the championship. No Kyle Young, no problem. Ohio State coming away on the defensive side, back-to-back games, going down the stretch, down to the wire, and this one Ohio State coming up with the stop and able to avenge the loss from February in the Big Ten semis and make it to the championship game. What a game today.
Back-to-back nail-biter wins for Ohio State, and they are headed to the Big Ten Championship tomorrow afternoon here in Indianapolis. What a performance from this Ohio State team. They never make it easy, Max, but a complete game for Ohio State. They lose Kyle Young. Obviously, Michigan loses Isaiah Livers, too, but the Buckeyes come away victorious in this one.